So people have been asking me to make a video about the stuff I carry every day because I carry a lot of stuff and I put a lot of thought into it. So let's do that. Where to start? I have a lot of stuff just like stuck to my backpack. One interesting thing maybe is this. I have a bottle of water that I can just grab one-handed and drink from one-handed. Takes two hands to put it back again, but this is actually a homemade clip made of polycaprolactone, which is an amazing material for this kind of thing. You just get it hot under boiling water and you can melt it and then just shape it around the thing. And it's pretty secure, but one-handed. Convenient. Other things that I have handy for one-handed deployment, this umbrella. So that's fun. Don't get that much use out of this here, although it is actually often useful as a sunshade in this climate. So I have that held on with this little rubber band strap thing that you can get that attaches to Molly. The other thing connected here is the USB-C cable. This goes, and I'll show this later, this goes around into the backpack where there's a battery charger. So I can charge my phone from this and it's very convenient. I can also charge my earbuds, like while I'm walking somewhere or whatever, that's pretty convenient. Or I could also charge this, which is a studio light that I use as a bike light, or just in general to see what I'm doing at night. I don't think it's necessarily a great idea to use a studio light for this, but it's what I have. And it's kind of nice to be able to change the color temperature and things like that. You can set it to red, which is good for preserving your night vision, and it's like dimmable. You can also, you can do things like this. It'll flash blue and red if you want to pretend to be the police, but don't pretend to be the police, because that's illegal. Oh, other stuff that I have retrievable with one hand includes this hat, which again is kept on with those straps. This hat doesn't look very good, but it keeps the sun off. This is a McDonald's hat, actually. It's the only hat I've come across which folds down just as small and tiny and flat as this, that you can like put it in a trouser pocket and it's no problem. I've never seen a baseball cap that can do that. And yeah, I have that just easily mounted on the side here. What's the other thing I have here? Oh yeah, I also have some gloves. These are, I think auto mechanics mostly use these. They're like rubberized fabric gloves. They provide you with some protection, but also quite a lot of fine dexterity. And they're all the glove that you need in California. I think that's everything on the outside. Let's see. Oh, American flag, obviously. Patches representing, if you know, you know. Oh, and a ukulele, which I don't always have with me, but I found you never know when there's going to be a jam. So that's nice to have. Oh, and the Leatherman Wave. This one's actually illegal in the UK because you can open it one-handed and it locks. But we are not in the UK. You saw the flag. All of the standard Leatherman sheaths are kind of bad. I have this one, which is particularly nice because it's one-handed. So like if you have that on your belt or whatever, you can just grab that, use it, put it back while you're like holding something else. It also has a space to hold the bit kit for different screwdriver bits. And yeah, I have this on my bag again. That is also accessible one-handed while wearing the backpack, although it's a little inconvenient. So I think that's everything on the outside. Let's go inside and I'll take everything out and we can talk about it. So, the back. First things first, ukulele. It's a Kala KATM book-matched mahogany. I like it a lot. The bag itself is a Miltech Assault Pack Large. Not an expensive bag at all, but I really like it a lot. One thing I love about it is the way that it opens out all the way. It opens out totally flat. A lot of room for activities in this bag. Something I forgot to mention before is the retro reflectors. They sell black retro reflectors, right? So basically this bag looks black and understated, but actually on every buckle, every plastic surface, I have this retro reflective tape, which means that at night I'm very visible. This is a down jacket from Uniqlo. Packs down extremely small. I've got USB charger. This is a gallium nitride charger. People don't realize how good these are. This is 100 watts, and it's so tiny. And a USB cable. This is the longest one they sell. I think it's 3 meters, because why have a shorter cable? Another USB cable. This one goes to 3 different things. Really useful to have that to be able to charge all different devices, not just USB-C. This JBL Go, I think it's called. Music on the go, Bluetooth speaker. This thing is so tiny and so light, and it's still reasonably loud. And I don't want to be too loud anyway. Dongle thing for the laptop. Oh, laptop. Laptop is in a pouch here in the back. It is a framework. I kind of recommend them. I like the company. I like how they do business. The actual hardware is not that reliable, but at least it's easy to repair. And a microscope, because you never know. Sometimes there's something small that you want to look at. And this is here for structure. If I don't have the laptop, this is a clipboard. It's basically just to have a comfortable flat surface. But I got this from when I was a researcher. So that's everything in the main compartment. Second compartment has the battery pack. So this goes down through a hole that I cut in the side behind this bit of webbing, and then it's tied around the webbing so that there's a good strain relief. You can yank on this and it's no problem. I also have a bit of paracord on the zip here, because when I have the ukulele on the side, it's hard to get at the zip, so you can just grab it from the top to zip up. We also have some paracord and some string. It comes in handy surprisingly often. Tape. This is packing tape. I sometimes also have regular sellotape this way, which you take the cardboard out of the middle and you squish it flat, and you always end up with this neat shape, which you can prove mathematically why that is. I'll probably ask ChatGPT to do that, and you can have a look. But it's great, because it means you actually have a sizable amount of tape in almost no space. That often comes in handy. Sunblock. I got this in Japan. Apparently it's good. It's like moisturizing, whatever. Sewing kit. This I got from a hotel. Yeah, needle thread, some buttons. I also have some extra thread. This is upholsterer's thread, which is really, really strong. I recommend that. So that's what I use for repairing things like damage to the backpack. Lighter, sometimes. Things aren't on fire that should be. And this is the tape, the paper tape measure from IKEA. It is the smallest and lightest way to have the ability to accurately measure things that I'm aware of. Oh, this is a lapel mic. I usually have various video making equipment in my bag as well, which I'm currently using to make this video, so you don't get to see that. And, oh yeah, this is from a travel dental floss. Dental floss is extremely strong for its size, and often useful to have for fixing things. You can use it with the sewing kit. Poncho, like a disposable poncho, just often useful to have something waterproof if you want to sit somewhere and it's wet, or picnic blanket type situation, whatever. It's almost no weight, almost no space. I have before now carried those Mylar, space blankets to do that. They also work, but they're very loud. They're very crinkly. This is a little nicer in that way, but less durable. I don't know, it's trade-offs. I have a shirt and change of underwear and a change of socks. If I find myself by surprise staying overnight somewhere, I have fresh clothes. Other things that go with that, it's important that I be able to comfortably stay overnight, or just kind of go on a bit of an adventure without having to worry too much about planning that I have everything I need. So I've got toothbrush and a toothpaste. This is from an airplane, but you can refill them pretty easily from a regular size one. So I just keep this one topped up, and that's enough to do your teeth quite a few times. A cover thing on the toothbrush, obviously. Then for sleeping, earplugs and eye plugs, very important, so that I can have a shower. I have a particular conditioner that I like. I put this in an old toothpaste container because I'm psychotic, but it works very well. Condoms, makeup wipes. These are useful for other people. I do not wear makeup, but often people want makeup wipes. I also often carry feminine hygiene products for the same reason. A little medicine box. This is great, just basic everyday stuff. Ibuprofen, paracetamol, cetirizine, melatonin to sleep, caffeine to wake up. And so it's just always handy to have some basic medicines. This helps other people more often than it helps me, but it's great to have. These are my tactical chopsticks. tactile sticks. I don't know. I often find it useful to have some chopsticks. And these come in 2 parts, and you screw them together, and I think that's just delightful. You might think I wouldn't get much use out of these, but actually I use them all the time. Mask, in case of the plague, and pair of nitrile gloves, in case I have to touch something that I would rather not touch. And that's everything from there. And then this top pocket is, oh, hand sanitizer, same thing. Little red rabbits, needs no explanation. Have a snack in here, electrolyte drink mix, useful to mix with water, some tissues. This is Everclear, because sometimes a function would be better with alcohol, but there isn't alcohol. And drinking this neat is a disaster, but it's a good mixer. And I think I want to swap this out for a non-glass bottle, but it's what I have for now. And because I'm often very far from civilization, I need the means to make tea, and I also have coffee here. So this is individual tea bags, but also some sugar, and this is actually milk powder, which I only use if I have to, if I can't find actual milk. But this is 1 serving's worth of milk powder. Oh, and super glue for sticking things together. And I think that's everything that I carry in my day-to-day. Oh, nope, I forgot. There's also this, which unfolds into a smaller backpack, because sometimes if you have a bunch of stuff in your bag, the bag is kind of heavy. It's not really a problem, like what is the point of going to the gym if you're going to be like, oh, I don't want to lift a heavy bag. But sometimes you just want to go out and bring 1 or 2 things with you. And so I have this Osprey backpack. The original has these big plastic zip pull things, which are so bulky relative to the rest of it. I'm confused why they thought that was a good idea. So I've just replaced them with string. And that is everything. Yeah, let me know if you have any suggestions or ways to improve this, or further questions, or I guess if you want Amazon links, I can provide those as well.